Is your retirement idol dead? Hi, my name's John. Welcome to Daily Theology. If this is your first time here, I post short daily videos about current events in theology to help equip and inspire you to share hope. So please subscribe below to help us reach more people and so that you don't miss future videos like this one. Economic downturns can be trickier to navigate than the one-chip challenge. This is because our economy is actually interconnected. It's interwoven, and the cascading effect, which may start as a tiny trickle affecting servers and things like that in school systems, eventually snowballs into a tsunami of bills and binge cookie eating. First, don't panic. If you're looking at your retirement account balance right now, you've got to keep things in perspective. The point of your life is not a cushy retirement. The point of your life is actually to live for the glory of God and then to lay that life down to make disciples that will make disciples. Now, this needs to start with your family first, so please use wisdom to keep them safe. But if necessary, now is the time to give your eyelids no slumber for the next few months if you have to in order to remain cash flow positive. Second, Jesus is still on the throne and has promised to provide for his people. Matthew 6:25-27 is true, and now it is time to pray for wisdom. Now, our income this year is down about 40%, and we have a baby due in August. But this is the time for Philippians 4:13. It took a corona apocalypse, but that verse that people love so much finally applies. Drink it in. This is what Paul meant as he was writing from prison. Now, incidentally, Paul probably didn't have toilet paper either. But this is no place for fear right now. Now is a time for supernatural peace, hard work, and confidence in the sovereign ruler of every germ and molecule, Jesus Christ. You also need to remember that retirement isn't necessarily a biblical concept. It's not a bad thing, but Randy Alcorn is actually far more balanced in this area than those that assume we must replace our income earning ability by a certain age or we fail. This is not true. This is actually a hoax. Paul died penniless. Jesus had no place to rest his head. Retirement is a fairly recent invention. Now, it's a good thing, and it was encouraged to help people as they were living longer, this elderly population, to be able to remove themselves from the workforce. But Charles Ingalls died with his boots on and his fiddle blaring. Third, when you invest in stocks, you need to understand that you actually own companies. Now, very few companies will grow forever. When things get tough, they've got to tighten up, cut expenses, and innovate, and that's exactly what you need to do right now. Now, let's look at a hypothetical example. This is not financial advice, but for example, if you had $1 million in investments and were living off of 4.5%, your income would be $3,750 per month. That's $45,000 divided by 12 before taxes. As of this video, the market is down 33% from its peak. In this example, you would now have $697,000. If you're still looking to live off of 4.5%, your new income is $2,613 per month before taxes. While your account value is way down, your future retired self lost about $1,100 a month. This is significant, but I'm not in any way downplaying the reality of this for those that are struggling, but it's not inconceivable that you could overcome this. There are many things that you can do. You've got to remember that the markets are going to come back at some point, and panicking right now is the wrong move. There are many ways for you to make up this future $1,100. Number one, reduce your spending. Number two, delay your retirement. Work is good for the glory of God. Number three, avoid debt. Number four, start a part-time business. Number five, invest more. Number six, accept that your future standard of living or current standard of living may never recover. 7, reach out to a solid Bible-believing church in your area, especially if you need short-term help. Now is the time to talk to churches. During turbulent times, you've got to keep your eyes on Jesus. Economic prosperity is not a bad thing, but it's not the point of life. And I'm actually convinced that this time is going to allow the church to shine and disciples of Christ to shine, because this is when people are looking for hope. And we see this example really clearly in Acts chapter 2. Now, cash flow is what you need to focus on right now. Very few things in our daily lives are actually necessities. Most fall under the category of wants. You got to fight to be cash flow positive each month. Give generously as well, expecting nothing in return. See, Job did not curse God when his possessions were removed, his family died, and his body was afflicted. He said this, "Shall we accept only good from God? But I know that our Redeemer, my Redeemer, lives." The gospel is what is truly needed right now in this world. They are without hope. And as the people of God, we know that true riches are in Christ, that our inheritance is imperishable and incorruptible. So keep those things in mind, and please don't forget to hammer that like button, like the 95 Theses, and I will see you tomorrow. So video gore.